Hey, I'm Ronnie. Let's look at this house. All right, today we're in Lexington, South Carolina. We're looking at new construction. We're in the neighborhood of Ashton Lakes, again in Lexington, South Carolina. This is the zip code 29073. I want to go ahead and give you an idea of this street and the neighborhood in terms of where I'm standing. Up there, straight ahead, is a roundabout. That is the front of the neighborhood. On the other side of this roundabout, that's where McGuinn is building homes in here. So you have two builders, McGuinn Homes and Eastwood. So this is Thunder Gulch. You might be watching this video maybe in a few months down the road. Here are some available lots on my left-hand side, and there are some on my right-hand side as well. Just kind of give you an idea of the street. We are on Thunder Gulch again. This is the Clayton plan. In Ashton Lakes, you have a community pool, you have a playground. I'll put that all at the end of this video so you guys can take a look at those amenities. More or less, I just want you to have an idea of what this floor plan looks like because you're probably researching it online. So let's go in and take a look, and then I'll also tell you more about the house. I'll tell you more about the area we're in. In Ashton Lakes, you have vinyl sided homes, so this is vinyl. And then you have a nice driveway where you could definitely get two cars side by side, a little front porch area, and then coming on in. I love this plan. I'll just go ahead and tell you. So I might be a little biased because I like it so much. And I'll point out why these features that this particular floor plan has, I really love and why I like the home. Off the entry, you have this really kind of, it might not seem like it in the video, but it's a spacious entry. You definitely have room for a table, a bench if you want to sit down and take off your shoes here, or like I said, a table to put your keys and kind of things that you need to grab as you head out the door. But they give you plenty of room to still have a hallway here to access the rest of the home off the entry, so you don't feel claustrophobic right here at all. Sometimes builders try to do this concept, but it can come through just feeling a little tight. I love the trim work they have along the walls here. This is most likely an upgrade, so there's something you want to think about as you start to research these homes. Remember, when we look at new construction, not everything you see in every house and in every floor plan always comes with it. There are definitely upgrades that you can get when you're building a new construction house, as long as you're fine, as long as you get the house under contract during a specific time before they start building and they allow you to do some design features. So off the entry, you have a powder room, which I'll show you in a minute, but then you have this dining area, and it is open, but yet still closed. And you might say, well, how is that even possible? But you have this wall here separating the living room and the dining area. So it's closed off from the living room, which is nice, but it's still obviously open enough to the kitchen here. And it's just like its own area, which I like. Again, you have the wood trim there. You have kind of a beam going across the ceiling, making it feel a little bit more closed in. So this could be, a bigger table for your more formal dining days, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, or you have a lot of family in town. And then you still have a casual eat-in area over here by the kitchen for your everyday meals, which is plenty big. I mean, let me take a couple steps back. That's a good size. You could definitely get a nice, good sized table there with a good amount of chairs. There's your kitchen. I'm going to come back and show you some details of the kitchen, but what I don't want to do is get too far away from the front of the home before I show you the powder room and whatever else is over here. So this is a really nice feature. This is not a pedestal sink. This is an actual sink with cabinets. A lot of builders, when you're talking about your powder room by the entry of the home and for your guests, your powder room is only going to have a pedestal sink. It's nice that Eastwood puts in a feature like this. Now, this could be an upgrade, something to pay attention to when you're building your house, but I just wanted to point that out. And then here we are going back to the home, the heart of the home, the kitchen. You have good cabinets, storage here. You have good counter space, nice size island. You have the overhang for your bar stools right there, granite countertops, lots of drawers, lots of cabinets. Like I was saying, this home has a gas range. I've talked about this before with new construction. Not every new construction house is going to have a gas range. Not every new construction neighborhood is going to have gas going to the community. So this is something you want to pay attention to when you're looking at new construction, especially if you want a gas range. You want to make sure that the home site that you're building on or the house you're interested in has a gas hookup and has access for you to be able to put in a gas stove. Large walk-in pantry. I think this is a really nice feature you don't always see. I'm 6'5". I've mentioned that in some of my other videos. I can fit in here comfortably. Really good amount of shelving. You have a lot of storage down there, so you can put your kind of heavier, bulkier Costco type items down on the floor of the pantry. Really good sized walk-in pantry. You have your water filtration line there, or your water line, I should say, so you can go ahead and have filtered water, and you could have your ice maker for your freezer. So that's obviously where your refrigerator and your freezer would go. Again, more cabinets over here. I like this for like a coffee area. You could put an espresso machine right there, and you still have plenty of cabinets over there. And of course, your island. Again, this is a really nice kind of big space for your everyday meals. And then let's look at the living room. Lots of natural light. Believe it or not, Eastwood Homes, a feature when you design is, you know, you can add on more windows. Sure, it would cost more money, but just keep that in mind as well. So when we're looking at this particular home, I don't know if this is the maximum amount of windows you could have. My guess is it is, but my point is, I just want you to know, like, if you're looking at this floor plan and you see all the windows in this video, make sure the house that you're building has those windows, or if this was an upgrade that was added to this house, because you have lots of windows, lots of natural light, gas fireplace, and you have your electrical setup here for your TV right over the fireplace. You have LVP all the way out through the main floor. Definitely probably an upgrade. So this is something you want to think about too when you're building. I love LVP. I've really come to like it more than hardwood floors just because of how durable it is. I think the way they're making this LVP nowadays, it's just becoming more and more realistic. Again, with animals and kids and all that kind of stuff. I just love the way it looks. I love the durability of all. So that's the main floor. Let's go ahead and take a look at this coat closet underneath the staircase. Kind of your standard coat closet. And then before we go upstairs, I want to show you the garage, which is right here. And, you know, again, I've talked about something like this time and time again with garages and builders. This is your standard 2-car garage. I've seen thousands of garages from builders. I mean, this is as standard as it gets. You can get 2 cars in here and leave room for just a little bit of storage, like a couple storage racks or something like that. You have irrigation in this community. Not every new construction neighborhood has irrigation. So definitely check for that when you're inquiring about a neighborhood. But yeah, just your standard, you know, size garage. It's high enough where you could get some of those hanging storage racks, which I highly recommend. I have those. I love those. It definitely helps with the whole storage thing. So good size garage, standard 2 cars should fit, no problem. Couple kids' toys, and you know, call it a day. But I would definitely get some of those storage racks. All right, let's go upstairs. You have 4 bedrooms up here, and you know, a lot of people, especially with South Carolina, primary on Main is a big thing. It's just, I don't know if it's a South Carolina thing or what, but people love their primary bedroom on the main floor. However, this is a particular floor plan where you have the primary upstairs. I like the primary upstairs, but hey, to each their own. So you have 3 bedrooms on this side, and then down there you have the primary suite area. It's really nice. Let me take a couple steps back. You have this hallway that separates the primary suite from the rest of the upstairs. Let's go ahead and check out the primary first, and then we'll check out the other bedrooms. Right off the primary, super convenient. You have this large laundry room. So plenty of room for your washer, your dryer. There's even room over here, maybe for some type of table if you wanted to put that, or add counter space. They put in a shelf right here over the washer and dryer. This is vinyl flooring. So if you wanted to upgrade this to tile, you probably could, but this is vinyl. Something I wanted to point out is in the laundry room of this particular house at least, and probably this floor plan, when you get your internet, this is where that modem's going to go. So This is really conveniently located. I wanted to point that out because, every now and then you have to reset your modem. It's really nice that it's so easy to access on this floor plan. And then here is your primary suite. I've talked about this before. What I love about this room, and I've talked about it with other rooms, and something to keep in mind when you're looking at houses, where's the bed going to go, right? Well, this room presents itself so you can have a bed on this wall, or you could definitely have a bed on that wall. So you have two options, and this could easily fit a California king bed. If you're wondering how big this room is, this could easily fit a California king bed. So off to the left, you have a really nice walk-in closet. It's separated. I feel like they separated it, so it's a his and hers kind of walk-in closet. Over here, you have one section. Could probably add some more shelving if you wanted to, or maybe do some shoe shelving, get something off Amazon. And then behind me, from the entrance, you have this other part of the walk-in closet as well. So I'll take a step back so you can kind of get a better idea of that. So there you go. You kind of walk in, and yes, there is a hanging bar on this side as well. So really nice size walk-in closet. I love the kind of the trim work they do in the door frames. It's a little bit different than the other builders. Eastwood is on the short list of builders that I like. In case you're wondering, I do like Eastwood. I think they offer just a couple different variations of floor plans that are different from the other builders. They build a quality home. I've always had a good experience with Eastwood. So here's your primary bathroom. 2 sinks, of course, granite countertops. Here is that laminate floor again. Again, if you wanted to upgrade to like a tile, that's probably something you could do if the builder's offering it. Cabinets, drawers, good sized deep drawer for your hair dryer. And then you have a nice big mirror, separate shower and tub. When you're building, if you can find a lot and you're going to go through the design process, I have clients that are actually buying right now in this neighborhood, and they're going to forego the bath, and they're doing what's called, I believe, a premium shower, where you can do a bigger shower. So that is an option, at least for now. Just wanted to point that out to you. But if you like the shower and tub, this is a really good sized tub. It's a nice garden tub, very big. You kind of have that back and arm support going on there, and then the shower's a good size as well. Again, I'm 6'5". I feel as though I wouldn't be claustrophobic in there. And then behind me here is your water closet. So you have your water closet for privacy, counter space, light fixtures, hello. Good sized bathroom. Going back to this primary bedroom. Wanted to also point this out. You have the double doors, which is, again, just a really nice feature for a primary suite. Makes it feel extra luxurious. So down on this side, separated from the primary, you have 3 bedrooms and a shared hallway bathroom. First bedroom out of the 3, I'll tell you that this is the smallest bedroom. So it's a great size, for kids' bedroom, sure, absolutely. Standard size kids' bedroom is the best way I could put it. This would be a great home office. And then you have, your standard closet that would come with a bedroom like this. Before I go to those 2 bathrooms, let me show you this full bath. What's really nice is you have 2 sinks instead of 1. 2 people can be brushing their teeth at the same time in the morning, getting ready for school. The shower tub combo is a good size. I love the additional shelves that are here. Plenty of room for your shampoo bottles and soaps and everything like that. And there are some cabinets and drawers in the sink. Good size. Very, very airy, very kind of bright. And then here are your 2 bedrooms. These are the biggest ones out of the 3. So this would be a great little nook for a desk. And then the bedroom is, like I said, a good size. And then the closet is going to be just like the closet in that bedroom I was just in. So there is your closet for this bedroom. Turn around and give you a shot of the bedroom one more time. And then over here is the 4th and final bedroom. This is a good size as well. This one has a larger closet of the 3. So let's go ahead and take a look. that closet in a minute, but a good sized bedroom. You just have your standard builder grade light in here. I'm sure a feature, if you were building a house, you could probably have them put in ceiling fans. I've already walked through the house and this door is not opening for some reason and I don't want to make it open, so I'm just going to leave it alone, but give you an idea of the closet. And then it also goes that side as well. So that's the upstairs. Wanted to also mention, when you're building these houses, if you get lucky enough to find a lot and build one from the ground up and go through the design phase, you could probably put LVP down here. They put carpet, the builder built this house, so they put carpet up here, but an upgrade you could probably do is LVP, so you don't have carpet in the hallways. Just wanted to point that out. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna see the backyard. Now, this particular house that we're looking at right now is under contract. The idea for this video was to show you this floor plan, also show you the quality of the home. But what I will do is we'll go to the backyard and I'll at least show you the back of the house so you can see what it looks like. And you can see that there's features like a nice sliding glass door. I'm gonna try my best not to get the people, or I should say the people that live behind here. I don't want to get them on camera. I want to respect everybody's privacy, so I'm just going to kind of walk to the backyard with my camera down like this. I go to this back corner, and then I'll turn around the camera and I'm going to show you the back of the house. So there's the back of the house. Just to, again, give you an idea of the elevation and what the back of the house for the Clayton looks like. That's the back of it. You kind of have a bump out right here for the fireplace. That's if your Clayton that you're building has a fireplace. And then here is your patio, which I would say is like a standard size patio. And, you know, again, a design feature is you could get a covered patio, a screened-in porch. Those are all things you can think about doing. And that is the Clayton floor plan. I help people purchase new construction all the time. I represent my clients. I walk them through the entire process. If you'd like my help in purchasing new construction, all you have to do is send me a message. My name, number, and email are all in the description for this video.